Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this, another episode of Shooting from the Horse's Mouth. I'm of course your exceedingly good host Mark P. Let's talk about TNA Final Resolution 2009, which was on last night. Let's get straight into it. Actually, let's not get straight into it, shall we? This is what I'll say. If you like dubstep, there's a link in the description box just here to my brother's new mix. He's a phenomenal DJ. Hey, all three of us brothers are phenomenal DJs. He's also a producer, so he's thrown in like 3 of his own dubstep tunes, and they're all really, really good. Go and check it out if you like dubstep. So let's get on with the show. So in the opening contest, the British Invasion defeated the Motor City Machine Guns to retain the tag team titles. It's an alright open, 2-star match. You know, I always think it's weird. Do you not think it's weird that Motor City Machine Guns have never held the tag team championship? They're one of my favourite tag teams. I know they're one of your favourite tag teams in the world, yet they've never held the belts. I'm hoping that one of these days they're going to get a big push and head towards the titles, but they've been in so many tag team title matches, it's just like, you know, when that day comes, are you going to care? Yeah, because they've been there so many times in normal contender matches or whatever and just not got it done. Anyway, I enjoyed this one. You know, it's a nice double teaming by both sets of teams, actually. DDT by Sfthm was nice. Sfthm does a suicide dive, to the outside through Shelley's leg, which was just fantastic. One thing I've got to say about this one is that the crowd are just not into it. They were at the start, and then they just die off. And they just don't seem to care. Yeah, anyway, it's an alright opener, 2 stars. European uppercut, a Doomsday European uppercut gets the win for the British Invasion. Then Tara defeated ODB to become the Knockouts champion. I've seen people, on YouTube, I watched the show, then I watched some reviews, then I'm doing my review. I've seen people give this match 2 stars. 2 stars, right? Me, the voice of the people, dud match. Nothing of merit in this one at all. There's blown spots everywhere. The crowd don't give a damn. The finish is ridiculous, and I just don't care about the match in the slightest. Next, in the Feast or Fired match, my prediction for the Fired incident was Cody Deaner to be the one who gets fired, seeing he's done nothing of note since the ODB storyline a couple of months ago. Anyway, match was rubbish, in my opinion. 1 star, because I'm a generous soul. Doesn't do anything for me at all. There's some nice stuff by Beer Money, but that's really about it. Oh, there's an ace crusher off the top by Homicide, but other than that. So, they open the cases straight away instead of leaving it for Impact, so you can build up, I'll tune into Impact so I can see who got what case. No, we're going to do it right fucking now. So, Kevin Nash got the tag team title shot. Joe got the world title shot. Rob Terry, who is fucking ready to fuck, isn't he? Got the X Division title shot, and Sheik Abdul-Bashir got fired, and I've been told by reliable sources that that's a legitimate firing. He'd handed his notice in, because he doesn't want to work for TNA anymore, because it's boo. So that was legit. Then Matt Morgan, Hernandez, Pope D'Angelo, and Suicide defeated Team 3D Rhino and Jesse Neal. This match again was really, really rubbish. Starting off, Hernandez taking on the 4 guys, and Hernandez was able to eliminate Rhino. Then the other 3 guys came in, so it was 4 on 3. And just wasn't, there was nothing of note. The things of note were bad things, right? For example, this one isn't bad, Hernandez does that leap over the top, to the outside that he does in every match, No TNA chant. The crowd didn't care, as they hadn't in the previous match, as they didn't all night. They just weren't interested. Jesse Neal and Hernandez both use chairs, right? Jesse uses the chair, referee gives him a warning, and then Hernandez hits Jesse with a chair and gets disqualified, which is just weird. Then we learn later on in the match that Jesse actually has been disqualified for that first shot. You're just like, that doesn't make any sense. And in the end, it goes down to Matt Morgan versus Team 3D. Yay, 3D are great, aren't they? 3D completely owning, but of course, babyface Matt Morgan comes back to win, and no one gives a shit. For a fact. Bobby Lashley then defeats Scott Steiner in an okay last man standing match and a suplex match. This one was filled with really nice suplexes from both men. Got some bad stuff. Scott Steiner did a metal pipe shot that was at least that far away from Lashley. Very, very poor. I think either Steiner got legitimately injured at the start, or is a masterful seller in this one, because he landed hard on his leg and he was limping for the rest of the match. In the end, and again, the crowd didn't care about this one, didn't even bother counting along with the referee. The crowd didn't, yeah? In the end, Stanley goes to use the pipe, but Christelle Lashley rinses it off him, and Bobby uses it for the win. And then Mick Foley and Abyss defeated Raven, Stevie Richards, in a match I thoroughly enjoyed in fought under Foley's Funhouse rules. Raven and Foley, they fought backstage and buggered off, and basically Abyss just owned Stevie, set up a table on the outside, then Raven came back in, fought over, beat on Abyss for a bit. Abyss has been burnt by a fireball or something on Impact. And Raven was biting the open wound, that's pretty weird. Foley eventually came back, no explanation as to where he'd been backstage for 5 minutes, but he had a barbed wire bat and used that and hit a double arm DDT. Eventually he set up Stevie Richards on the outside on a table, and did an elbow drop off the entrance ramp. That was pretty nice. Abyss using the black hole slam to get the win. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that match. Really enjoyed it. 3.25 stars I gave it, to be honest, because I really got into it and thoroughly enjoyed it. Let's just have a look how much time we've got. 6 minutes, fucking hell. Right, so we've got 2 minutes to talk about each main event. So, Kurt Angle defeated Desmond Wolfe in an amazing 3 Degrees of Pain match. 4-1, fought under pinfall rules. Mike Tenay is a fucking bellend and says that if you use the cage as a weapon, you can get disqualified in a pinfall-only match. How would you get disqualified in a pinfall-only match? That doesn't make any fucking sense, Tenay. Damn. Really nice mat wrestling from both men. Really nice, right? Wolf goes for fast covers, wearing down Kurt. The technical wrestling from both men is so fucking gorgeous. Angle powerbombs Wolf into the turnbuckle to put an end to the mat wrestling. Then they go back to the mat wrestling. It's fantastic. Wolf works to wrestle on 5 straight German suplexes by Kurt Angle. Fantastic. Tower of London gets 2 for Desmond Wolfe. The crowd don't even count on with the referee again off a Tower of London, for fuck's sake. Desmond Wolfe's finishing move. The crowd don't even bother counting. Can you believe it? Another Tower of London, that's counted into an Angle slam for 2. And then, say it with me, say it loud, say it proud. The arm-breaking moonsault of doom by Kurt Angle. Oh yes. Lariat, that misses. Lariat, bitch! Another Tower of London gets the 3. So the first ball goes to Wolf. Fall 2 is fought under submission rules. Tenay helpfully reminds us that you can't be thrown into the cage or you're going to get disqualified in a submission rules match. Lots of submissions, obviously. I know that's a really obvious thing to say, but a lot of this match is fought on the ground, figure 4 leg up by Angle, for example. So let's listen to this. I'm going to say it exactly as it went. So Angle slam is countered, right? Wolf continues to work the arm. Ankle lock is countered into a figure 4 arm lock, which is countered into an ankle lock, which is countered into a Kimura, which is countered into a leg lock, into an ankle lock. The crowd don't care instantly. I'm marking out like a little bastard going, this is fucking sick. Wolf counters into an ankle lock. Angle counters that into a triangle choke. Wolf counters that into a triangle choke of his own. Kurt counters that into an ankle lock. Angle then grapevines the leg. That gets the tap out. It's 1-all. 4-3 is escape from the cage. This one's quite short. Angle slam. Angle tries to escape while Wolf stops him and whips his arm into the cage. Superplex by Wolf. They then reverse the spot and as Wolf tries to escape, yeah? When Angle whips his leg into the cage and Angle does a super belly to belly suplex, which is just fantastic. And we finally get a proper TNA champ, the first one of the evening. Wolf blades on camera after being chucked into the cage. Like, oh, there goes half a star of this match straight away. Damn it. Nice to see some blood though, so it gets a 1/4 star added back onto it. So like, oh yeah, it's blood in a cage match, fantastic. Anyway, Frog Splash misses by Angle. Ankle lock, Wolf taps madly, but there's no reason for that at all. Angle escapes as Wolf is going out of the door. 4.5 stars this match was. Fucking brilliant. It was better than the last one. The last one that they had. It was fantastic. Thoroughly enjoyed it. How long have I got? About fucking 30 seconds, no matter. So, even faster. Listen to this one. You might have to download this fucking video and play this one in slow motion, because here we go. AJ Styles defeated Daniels in a good match to retain the TNA World title. Join the crowd with a banner that says, "You take my heart, AJ Styles. Goddamn Americans, learn some fucking grammar. That doesn't make sense." Nice mat wrestling by both men. Daniels literally owns. In fact, I'm not going to go through this one word for word. Daniels basically owns style at the start. Really nice mat wrestling, working over his left arm, working over the head with the crossface. Every time Daniels comes back, don't get me wrong, it's something really nice. But AJ comes back, something nice, something good. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors, for example. It always comes back to Daniels. It's really nice. Brainbuster by AJ Styles is absolutely stunning. And Uranagi followed by a best moonsault ever by Daniels. Styles Clash only gets 2, and you're like, my God, what's going to happen here? Now we're going to get a new champion. Daniels goes up top to hit a Frankenstein, but that's counted into a Styles Clash. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how it takes me 10 minutes to review a show, even when I'm trying to say it as fast as I can. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, tell me what you think down here. I apologise again for speaking so damn fast. One of these days, when people stop flagging my videos, I'm going to get my partnership back and I can talk for as long as I like. How's that sound? Oh yes. Bye.